The flock hangs in the air like a swarm of midges, then shifts and changes. For the birds, it's time to find a roosting site for the long, cold night. Starlings are masters of coordination in the air. No matter how many or how small the space between, the birds never crash into each other. One minute they look like smoke, then without any effort they change into some pulsating superorganism, as if from another world. Despite its reputation, the Balkans is not the land of doom and shadow. Instead, it is a magical and beautiful place, always changing, just like the flocks of starlings in the evening sky. The Balkans may still be coming to terms with its recent history of conflict, but it has always been a place where people and their diverse cultures have lived. A place where much of nature is still unspoilt. The wild Balkans are still largely unknown, their treasures so close, and yet The Balkan Peninsula is named after a mountain range in Bulgaria. It was once thought these mountains crossed the entire region. Now we know that this is just one of many small mountain ranges in southeastern Europe, but the name remained. Dumitor lies in the north of Montenegro. Thick primeval forests cling to its mountain slopes above sheer rock faces and gorges. It's such remote and wild country that it still remains almost inaccessible for human settlers. Nature not only survives, but actually thrives. This is a truly ancient forest. These 50-meter-high black pines have stood for half a millennium and are the last of their kind in Europe. These secluded mountainous regions have guarded nature since before records were kept. The ancient forests still provide a safe haven for creatures that have virtually disappeared from the rest of Europe. Wolves still roam throughout the Dumitor Mountains, and their howl is a primal call of the wild. A pair of honey buzzards nest above them. Usually they feed upon the larvae in wasps' nests, but when the chance comes, they'll take other small prey too, like this frog. Next to the buzzards, a black woodpecker has hollowed out its nest. The honey buzzards have only hatched a single chick, but it's rapacious. But the woodpeckers have a far noisier and larger family to feed. These mountains still remain as a home for the brown bear. It's late in autumn and this bear is putting on as much fat as possible, before finding a cave to hibernate in and survive the harsh winter of the Balkans. Another animal that survives in the wilderness of Dumitor is the lynx. Shy and wary, the lynx silently moves and hunts in these forests, but now they are few and far between. Probably only around 100 Balkan lynx remain. Those few humans who do live here give the bear a nickname, Medved, the honey eater. And it's a suitable name, for its fat belly is almost entirely the result of honey plundered from many beehives. Bears seldom, if ever, leave the protection of these forests that cling precariously to the more gentle mountain slopes, but then